Alright, you lot. EA's acting like Battlefield 6 is miracle cure when all it really proves is that they can still make a shooter without gluing it to Battle Pass and a TikTok filter. But one half decent release don't chase away 10 years of trend chasing guff and creative suffocation. You want players to believe again, you want redemption that sticks, and it starts right here and now. Not with trailers, not with influencers, but with fire. So yeah, like, subscribe and all that bollocks if you're sick of watching publishers sit on gold like dragons with dementia while we get served nostalgia on a subscription plan. Because this ain't about one game, this is about war. EA's holding keys to the whole bloody arsenal. All they have to do now is light fuse. EA's marching Battlefield 6 out like it's second coming, a saviour in combat boots. And yeah, it looks like they've remembered how to load a shooter without shoving loot crate up its ass. But one good bang don't wipe away a decade of limp duds, map pack scam and trend chasing trash. Redemption don't come from one trailer, it comes from fire. Repeated, relentless, unapologetic. You want real redemption? Don't stop at one win. Announce Titanfall 3, resurrect Medal of Honor, go full triple front blitzkrieg. You got a war chest of legends mouldering in your vaults like museum pieces left to rust under neon lights and corporate dust. You're sitting on IP that shapes genres, and you treat it like expired DLC. Battlefield 6 is finally boots down and bullets we bite, maps with guts, recoil that feels like you're holding steel, not squirting water, real chaos, real team play, no capes, no emotes, no 360 unicorn skins. That old school steel and squad warfare that COD flogged off when it sold its soul to TikTok gods. It's the raw, cleaner SBMM witchcraft. You win cause you're sharp, you die cause you fumbled. That's shooter gospel. And you forgot it for years while you tried to beat next Fortnite in camo. And it's shocker, devs actually sound human again. No more patch notes that read like gaslight poetry. No more "we hear you" tweets from interns chained to a bug tracker with no real power. You're dropping hotfixes, tweaking balance, owning mistakes. Battlefield 6 might still be scruffy in spots, but it's scruffy with soul. Like a pint in a proper Yorkshire pub. Might chip your tooth, but by God it's real. So EA, don't Fortnite this. Don't polish it into oblivion and shove it back into your monetization grinder. Battlefield's your breach charge. Don't just plant it, detonate it. Then without warning, slamming Titanfall 3. No drawn out teasers, no influencer foreplay, just drop a pod from orbit that flattens bloody landscape. Cause Titanfall didn't die, you buried it alive under Apex and Battlefront like your favourite child left in boarding school run by sales reports. But we remember, movement like jazz, gunplay like a pub brawl. BT had more art than half your C-suite, and players still quote Protocol 3 like gospel. Titanfall 2's campaign, still high watermark for modern FPS design. Tight, lethal, layered, wall runs, grapple kills. Time travel chart arts that made your brain sweat, platforming in the middle of a gunfight like a fever dream with logic. What did you do with that energy? Note, you filed it under IP risk and fed it to Apex Content Factory. But Respawn's still here, still sharp, still angry. Unleash them with time, trust, no executive sabotage, and they'll give you a game that makes COD look like it's firing Nerf darts in slow motion. And while you're digging in that boat, dig deep. Pull out Medal of Honor, wipe off its dust tags, and stop pretending VR part you released counts. I'm talking proper, no nonsense, boots on soil, mud in your eye World War II shooter that don't need gimmicks to hit hard. No kill streaks, no wacky optics, just grit, weight, history. Kind of war game where every bullet sounds like it cost someone something. This what franchise that brought palms to sweat before COD even had a name. It wasn't just shooty bang fun, it was memory, atmosphere, real weight. Respawn, rightful heirs, Infinity Ward's exiles. They built Titanfall from rock and bones. Let them channel that same fire into a squad of paratroopers with death in their eyes and history at their backs. That's trilogy. Holy Trident. Battlefield brings war, Titanfall brings craft, Medal of Honor brings soul. That's how you flank COD and leave it spinning in its own loot box sludge. You come at it not with polish, but with purpose, with scars, with something to say. Together it's not just a comeback, it's a revolution. You don't need a new IP, you already own future. You just need guts to stop following trends and start defining them again. FPS thrones wide open, COD's too busy dressing anime mascots in Kevlar. Halo's stuck in mud with a broken grappling hook. Valorant's cosplay with a spray pattern. Apex is feeding itself to Twitch while devs scream into void. Crown's there, tarnished, but within reach. Pick it up, but pick it up right. No half-arse in it, no battle pass tumours, no FOMO bait, no balance charts written by accountants and behavioural scientists. You've got gold. Battlefield's finally found its spine. Titanfall's a powder keg begging for a spark. Medal of Honor's heartbeat you've been ignoring. Light them all up and you're not chasing COD anymore, you're dragging its corpse behind your tank. This is your moment, EA. Get brave, get bloody, or get out of the way. We'll back it, we'll buy it, we'll rally behind it, but fumble this again, bury these games deeper, serve up more plastic rat nostalgia while real shooters rot in your basement, then you've lost. Join Discord, follow on X, consider a channel membership for more rants like this. Smash like it, subscribe, drop your comments and questions below, or tell me I'm full of it and watch me bite back. And I'll see you next time, you magnificent.